CBS presents this program in color.
Welcome to our show tonight. I'm very excited about it. We have two very lovely guests with us this evening. The first one I'd like to tell you about is a lady who is currently starring in The Happiest Millionaire. Lesley Warren is with us this evening. And the next guest I'd like to tell you about is the lovely Don Adams. You get around Don for a whole week. We've been rehearsing, and you start talking like him. I was saying, sorry about that, chief, and the whole thing. It's catching. He's a delight to work with. But before we get started tonight, can we turn up the lights so we can talk to the audience? Oh, hi. Are there any questions you might want to ask that you'd be curious? Yes, sir.
That song, Nobody, I think it Burt Williams.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs, Nobody, yes. Not tonight, I won't be doing it, but maybe on a future show. Yes, that Burt Williams introduced that in 1904 or 5 or something like that, I guess it was. I introduced it a couple of years later. Yes, ma'am. Who designs my clothes? Oh, we have a marvelous designer. His name is Bob Mack. Isn't this a gas? Well, I'll show you. Wait a minute.
Ya ta da ta.
You see the rest of it?
No, I just had dinner.
He said, no, I just had dinner. He's putting gauze over the camera. Why are you doing that, Pat? What?
You complained about the close-ups last week? I don't know exactly how to do this because the last time
I
we
said I
used
wanted
this,
to look like Doris Day, not Dennis Day.
the last time we used this was on King Kong. Not on Fay Ray, but on King Kong, and I don't know how to do it.
Where are you working next week, Pat?
Well, it's all on your own.
That's our drunk cameraman, Pat. Yes, ma'am. Oh, it's a record album. Yes, I put out a record album called Jack Jones Sings. It's a real surprise when you play it. That's what I wanted to call it, but it's RCA. It's called Carol Burnett Sings. So if you buy it, you'll be the first one. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for asking. Hey, before we get to, I would love to call my good friend Don Adams out here for y'all to meet him now. Don. You got any questions you'd like to throw at Don?
All right, gang, let's hear those questions.
Don't be chicken. Raise your hands. Yeah, there's a gentleman right there.
Confused. Are you an actor or a golfer?
Oh, he wants to know if you're an actor or a golfer.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm probably a better actor than I am a golfer, which isn't saying too much.
Any other questions? Can I ask a question? Oh, yes, there's a lady there.
Do you have any children?
Do I have any children? No, as a matter of fact, I don't. I've been married 7 years now, and I'm very happily married, but we don't have any children as yet, but I don't think that's important. There's plenty of time for that. The important thing is that my wife loves me, and she thinks I'm the funniest man in the world, laughs at everything I say, everything I do. I'm really kidding. I have a little girl. That was a joke. I have a little girl, 2 years old, Stacy Adams, and she's just marvelous. She's the joy of my life. She was at a fashion show last night
Stacy?
with my wife, Dorothy, and Stacy. They were at a fashion show, and it was such a thrill. Little 2-year-old girl, and to see them walk down the ramp, you know, and she was swinging along, swinging her little pocketbook and saying "Gaga." That was my wife. baby didn't do too much.
I want to ask, how do you like being a spy?
I've gained a lot of confidence since I've, been doing Maxwell Smart. Because I used to be very self-conscious before I did the show. But I'm very confident now. I was so self-conscious, when I used to go to a football game and the players would get in a huddle, I used to think they were talking about me. Any other questions?
Yes, there's a lady there. Pardon? Where do they film his show? Where do you film your show, Don?
I forgot. Oh, they film it at CBS Studio Center. It's in the Valley.
I want to ask you, I got a few of them, questions. Do you ever get tired of people kidding you about the catchphrase, sorry about that, and would you believe, and all of those, because they're marvelous?
No, I never get tired of it because it's kind of a great thing that it became, would you believe became kind of part of the language. It was really surprising to me, and I hear it everywhere I go. I can't get away from it. I was just down in Las Vegas recently, and I was checking into a hotel, and there was a young couple checking in front of me, and I heard the man say to the desk clerk, would you believe Mr. and Mrs. Jim Smith? So they're using it for everything now.
I know you kid around a lot, but after 3 years, it's been 3 years.
Yes, we're in our third year.
Well, you've learned and studied karate. I know that.
Yes, as a matter of fact, right now I happen to be a karate expert. I can actually now break a 6-inch board with the side of my hand. I don't know how much good this will do me in a fight, but if a 6-inch board ever attacks me, it's a lot of trouble, I'll tell you that.
You kind of brushed over your golf there when the gentleman asked, but I saw you playing golf on television.
Yes.
Bob Hope Classic or
Right.
something like
I was
that.
in the Bob Hope Classic, and it was one of the greatest thrills I've ever had in my life. I played 4 straight days, and each day I played with a different pro. The first day I played with Gabe Brewer. The second day I played with Doug Saunders, Arnold Palmer the third day, and Jack Nicklaus on the 4th day. And I was so nervous that I couldn't even sleep at night. The first day on the first tee, they have thousands of people standing around watching you, and you can hardly hold the club. You're so nervous. And they have an announcer. There's a guy with a microphone, and he's announcing everybody, saying, now stepping up to hit, the star of Get Smart, Don Adams. And you're like this. And then I heard him say aside from the microphone, he said, tell that dummy to get back between the markers. And I said to my caddy, tell that dummy this is my second shot. I was so nervous, I couldn't get the club back. I was standing and wiggling and jiggling and wiggling and jiggling. And I said, this is terrible. It's so embarrassing. I better step back and I'll tell a joke to the crowd, and that'll relax everybody, and I'll be able to hit. So I stepped back, and there were some people standing right on the side, right by me, standing along the side of the tee, and there was a lady there, and I said, lady, if I were you, I wouldn't stand there. It might not be safe. And everybody kind of laughed, and that relaxed me, and I got up and swung and hit her right in the mouth. It was so exciting playing with the pros, I played with Arnold Palmer, who I was so nervous that day that I was playing with Palmer, hacking and chopping and hacking all over the golf course. And these guys are playing for a lot of money, and they don't like that when you... But I got to say something for Arnold Palmer right here and now. Wonderful man, great patience, and I'll never forget what he said to me on the 14th hole. He said, go away! Jack Nicklaus was fantastic, unbelievable. The last day that I played with Jack Nicklaus, it was a par 5 hole, 560 yards. Jack Nicklaus hit his drive, and we came up for the second shot, and for his second shot, he reached in the bag and he took out an iron. I said, what's that? He said, a 1-iron. I said, a 1-iron? He said, yes, haven't you ever used a 1-iron? I said, yes, once, to kill a tarantula. That took me 7 strokes. He took that 1-iron, he hit a shot to the green, 15 feet from the pin, 560-yard hole, a driver, and a 1-iron. I used a driver, a 3-wood, a 4-wood, a 4-iron, a 5-iron, a 7-iron, a 9-iron, a wedge, my foot, and a putter. And I was still short. And the tarantula was still alive.
Thank you very very much for asking the questions, and don't you go away. We'll be right back.
From Television City in Hollywood, it's the Carol Burnett Show, brought to you by your local quality Buick dealer. Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick?
A high of 76 and a low of 45. Tomorrow's forecast is for rain with early morning fog. And that's the news and weather. Stay tuned now for our midnight feature on Weirdo Movies.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Tonight, the great science fiction classic, The Martian Who Ate Detroit.
That's the best one they ever did.
Oh, no, Doris.
What are you doing? Turn that back on.
It's
Turn that off.
staying off. I'm up to here every night with those weirdo movies. Come on, we're going to sleep.
I'm staying up, and I'm going to watch the science fiction weirdo movie.
Okay, you stay in here and you watch the science fiction movie. I'm going into the bedroom and I'm going to watch the monster picture.
What monster picture?
The one of your mother on the dresser.
Very funny. I suppose your mother's so peachy.
Watch out, my mother's been very nice to you.
Oh, yeah? What's she ever done for me besides give me custody of her stupid son?
Oh, you're so brilliant, huh? A brain. You're the only person that I know that needed pull to get into a high school.
Well, I don't see any of your diplomas hanging on the walls.
That's not kind. That's not kind. Had to drop out of high school because of sickness.
And the minute you did, everybody got better.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful, Doris. Your jokes are as funny as your meals.
What's wrong with my cooking?
What cooking? Cooking? When's the last time you cooked? TV dinners for breakfast, TV dinners for lunch, TV dinners for supper.
You never complained before.
I thought they'd be canceled after 13 weeks.
Hello, Thingling.
I am Zor-El.
I am Doris.
Do not be afraid. I am from an alien planet that you Earthlings call Venus, and my spaceship broke down.
Oh, you want to use the phone?
No, I just want to rest, and then I'll make my repairs and be on my way. Please, do not be afraid. I am very friendly. Is that another Earthling?
No, that's a ding-a-ling.
Are you talking to someone?
That's my husband. You better hide. He'll find you here. Please go.
Don't worry. Our computers have shown that we are invisible and inaudible to the male Earthling.
Oh, yeah, I read about that in one of my science fiction magazines. I'm just crazy about science fiction. You mean he won't even be able to see or hear you?
Affirmative.
Boris, were you talking to someone?
What'd you say?
I asked you, were you talking to someone?
Who would I be talking to?
I don't know, somebody with equal mentality? Like a lamp?
Oh, you're cute tonight.
Come on, are you coming to bed?
No, you go ahead. I'm not sleepy.
What are you gonna do out here?
Well, you may not believe it, but I think I'm going to make the Jolly Green Giant say ho, ho, ho.
1958 was a beautiful year. Married you and bought an Edsel.
Zarelli didn't even see or hear you. Oh, please tell me what Venus is like.
Oh, Doris, it is a woman's planet. The men worship all women.
Oh, yeah? Do the women look like us?
Oh, no. No, they are not at all as beautiful as you. And you would be a goddess on Venus.
I want. Merry Christmas.
Oh, yes, if I could only bring you back. But of course, that's impossible.
Oh, no! Nothing is impossible with a goddess. But tell me one thing. Do you like TV dinners?
Oh, I certainly do.
Oh, goody, goody, let's fly!
Oh, Doris, how wonderful. Quickly then, come this way. My spaceship is out there. Here, take this levitation pill, and you'll be able to fly with me.
A levitation pill? Oh, yeah. I read about those in my science fiction magazines. Do they really work?
Why, we've had them on Venus for 200 years. We're all on pills up there.
Oh. Oh, great. Let's go. What do I do?
All right. Now just cup your palms and flap your hands, and I'll be right behind you.
Like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Glory! What are you doing now?
What's it look like, dummy? I'm flying to seventh heaven.
Seventh Heaven? I think she meant 7th Avenue. Boy, you sure pulled it off, Charlie. I don't know how you did it, but I still think $50 is a little high.
I'm very happy to present our next guest. She's a lovely star of The Happiest Millionaire, and I'm sure a lot of you remember her when she did Cinderella right here for CBS. And it's my pleasure to present a very delightful and talented young lady, Miss Lesley Ann Warren.
Tree of life, I just picked me a plum. You came along and everything's starting to hum. Still, it's a real good bet, the best is yet to come. Is yet to come, and baby, won't it be fine? Oh, you think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway. Wait till our lips have met. Wait till you see that sunshine. You ain't seen nothing yet.
technical crew of a television network goes on strike, things are bad. But when the executives of that network have to take the jobs that the technical crew had, things may be a lot worse, as demonstrated now as the Donnie Bishop Show goes on the air. I'm Regis McMahon, and here's Donnie!
Thank you very much, Regis. I can't tell you what a feeling of confidence a man has working here knowing that the head of your television crew is General Sarnoff. Make that Colonel Sarnoff. Actually, the crew isn't out on strike. They're out sick because they ate in the commissary. Actually, nothing is normal here tonight. Even the band showed up sober. I must read you a marvelous little item that I saw in the paper today. I'm sorry, I forgot, but the prop department is on strike. Oh, but that reminds me, I do have something that I want to tell you. That reminds me that the wardrobe department is also on strike. Yes. Well, let's get down to our first guest. Cameraman, could we wait for the introduction, please? Thank you, sir. Now, our first guest is a beautiful new starlet from Paramount Studios making her screen debut in Paramount's new picture, Marriage Style. Let's give her a nice hand, Miss Sandy St. Sweet. Sorry about that, Candy, but you see, our regular crew is on strike, and the fellow on that microphone is one of our new network executives. As a matter of fact, he's the vice president in charge of discovering new talent.
Oh, is that right? You mean that man on the microphone and all these fellas here on the camera are executives? Oh, well, there's no need to apologize. I loved it.
Well, that is quite a dress you've got on there, Candy.
Oh, yes. And see, it has these cute little pantaloons.
Will you shut up? Yes, well, how are you, Candy?
Oh, I'm just super peachy. Joke for you, Donnie.
Oh, good.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Arch.
Arch who?
Gesundheit.
Well, that certainly is a beautiful necklace. Is a beautiful necklace that you have on there, Candy.
Oh, you noticed that? Well, I wear this in my movie Marriage Style, and not too many people know this. It's a very interesting story. You see, I make all my own necklaces and jewelry. Could the cute little executive cameraman get a close-up of it?
Yes. Could we get a close-up of the necklace, please, Dr. Rafferty? Are you all right? right, Candy?
Oh, yes, I'm just fine, Donnie. How are you?
Oh, swell, swell. Well, I'm going to have to sell something now. Would you like to get ready for your song?
Oh, the one I do in my picture? Do you want me to do it here or over there? Well, I'll do it over there.
Well, let's see. What am I selling? Is it the vitamin pills or the steam iron? The vitamin pills. Good. Folks, if you're feeling run down... We'll do the commercial later. And now, for the voice of Candy St. Sweet.
I'm just... sailing the rail, sailing by the burning light.
Wasn't she marvelous, folks? Wasn't she marvelous? Let's hear it out there. Let's hear it out there.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Say, do you have the right time?
Yeah, it's 5 minutes to 3.
Oh, good, I made it. I thought I'd never get out of that checkout line.
Uh-huh. You picking up your kid, too?
I have to. My wife's asleep.
At 3 in the afternoon?
That's right. The day after we got married, I think she was bitten by a tsetse fly. She wakes up every 3 hours to spend money.
Big shopper, huh?
Are you kidding? She's a champion. She's got a charge plate tattooed on her hand.
Yeah, my wife's a big shopper, too. You know, the week she had the flu, Neiman Marcus came over with chicken soup.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, they should be out any minute. How many kids do you have?
3, not counting my wife. How about you?
I've got 4 kids, like a TV show.
Yeah, which one?
Accidental Family. My oldest boy takes after me. Know what he wants to be when he grows up?
What?
A bachelor. Kids can really get on your nerves, can't they?
Oh, it's not too bad. My kids come home from school at 3 o'clock, then they go to camp. On Saturdays, they go to the Boy Scouts.
What about Sundays?
Oh, I took care of that. They go to church from 9 to 5.
Church from 9 to 5? That's a little unusual.
You're not kidding. We're Jewish. Oh, no, my kids are really spoiled. They'll take my 10-year-old. He's so fresh since he got a job.
What kind of a job?
I give him $5 a day to take out the garbage.
Well, that reminds me, I've got a roast in the oven.
Yeah. Hey, I think they're about ready to come out now. I see my boy.
Oh, which one is he?
The one dragging the little girl by the ankle.
Oh, well, she'll get even. Wait till they're married.
Yeah. Hey, well, I'm off. Let's have lunch someday.
Okay, I'll ask my wife for a day off.
Listen, why don't you assert yourself? Tell her off.
Well, I would, but I can't stand the hysterical crying. My eyes get all red.
Hey, what kind of work do you do?
I'm a marriage counselor.
Oh, this cold is making me miserable.
It'll get better, sweetheart.
I hope so. Aren't you having some tea?
No, I think I'll try this new cool drink, Fresa.
Stay tuned now for the second half of the Carol Burnett Show, right after station identification. And now, back to the second half of the Carol Burnett Show.
There's a movie I saw recently. I went mainly because I'm a big fan of Carl Reiner's, and the motion picture is called Enter Laughing, and in it is a marvelous song, the title song, that I would like to do for you right now that I just finished recording for a new album that I did. Harry? Well, hello, love, come in and enter laughing. It's happy time, and Cupid, I'm with you. Your crazy dart was the start of the good life. The knock on wood life. From now on, I'm a lover. Hello, world, come in and enter laughing. Hippa, hippa, hooray, today's a holiday. So goodbye, downs, now the ups are here to stay. Hello, love, here's my heart, and her laughing. Well, hello, love, come in and enter laughing. My flag's unfurled, today's a holiday. So goodbye, downs, now the ups are here to stay. Hello, world, my flag's unfurled. Hello, love, here's my heart, and her laughing, and her laughing, and her
Hi, Claire. Frank home yet?
Hi, Jim. No, he'll be in soon. Come on in.
Joan, I thought you'd like to play bridge with us tonight.
Oh, gee, that sounds nice. I'd love to. I'm bushed today. I've been shopping. Hey, you want to laugh? I lost my purse.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did you have any money in it?
Oh, $2 or $3 and some old papers.
Were they valuable?
No, I don't think so. Just some old stuff we had in our safe deposit box. Frank asked me to stop by at the bank and pick them up for him tonight. I guess he wants to throw them away.
Lucky it was nothing important.
Yeah.
Hi, dear.
Hi, darling.
Oh, hello, June.
Hi, Frank.
Oh, honey, the kids want us to come over to their house tonight and play bridge.
Oh, I can't. I've got to work tonight. The government is investigating my 1964 tax return. They say I deducted too much. They want me to pay $2,000.
$2,000, Frank!
Don't worry, don't worry. I have proof that every deduction I made was absolutely legitimate. I have every canceled check, every receipt, charity contribution. I have all my entertainment expenses, travel vouchers, medical bills, and business statements for the entire year. Those were the papers I asked you to pick up from the bank today, dear. All I have to do is to take those papers and show them to the tax man, and I won't have to pay the $2,000. Well, I'm going to wash up. I want to get to work on those papers right after dinner. Dear, did you put a green bulb in there today? It's a very depressing color. And that'll be enough vinegar.
Oh, June, what am I going to do? I can't tell him I lost those papers. You know his temper, how wild he gets when he's mad.
I'll see you later, dear.
Oh, no, June, please don't leave him. Maybe he'll be too shy to kill me in front of a neighbor.
I've got to go, Claire.
Oh, June, you're my best friend. You've got to help me.
What can I do?
Slit my wrists. I'm too chicken to do it myself.
Don't be ridiculous.
June, please.
Good luck. I'll call you later.
June, I'll never lend you any more sugar.
Okay, Claire, dear. Let's get those papers. I want to get to work on them right after dinner.
Sweetheart, dinner isn't nearly ready yet. Why don't you go in and take a little nap?
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly sleep, not with $2,000 on my mind.
Well, why don't you watch television or read a magazine? I know. Why don't you go for a walk? Take in a movie. You're overworked, sweetheart. Why don't you drop in and see your brother for a while?
My brother lives in Wisconsin.
The trip will do you good. A few months away from the house, and you'll be as good as new. And when you get back, I'll have dinner ready.
All right, Claire, all right. I know your tricks. Something happened today.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do I mean? What do I mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. I'm about to ask you 3 questions, the answer to any one of which may disqualify us from further life together. Your first category is dresses. Did you buy a new dress today?
No.
Okay. Your next category, famous battles. Did you speak to my mother today?
No.
All righty. Your last category is banks. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't tell me you lost my papers.
I lost your papers.
I asked you not to tell me that.
Oh, Frank, you gotta listen to me.
All right, take it easy, calm down. Come over here and sit down. Now tell me all about it. Tell me everything that happened. You went to the bank. You took the papers out of the vault. You put them in your purse. And then you went shopping. Then you got on the bus and you went home. When you got home, you found that you had misplaced your bus. Oh, you had misplaced your purse. Your purse with all my important papers in them. Claire, how could you be so careless? The whole year 1964 gone. If we don't find that purse, we have no proof that we even lived in 1964.
Of course we can prove it. That was the year we got married.
Did you lose our marriage certificate, too?
No, I left that in the vault.
Of course you did, you dummy. A whole year's record's going. It's like the year never even happened.
Frank, stop it. You're getting hysterical. I'm sorry. I didn't know the papers were that important.
Did you look everywhere? Did you look in your pocket?
Well, the papers were in my purse. I didn't put them in my pocket because I was afraid I'd lose them that way.
Look in your pocket.
Frank, this is the only pocket in this dress, and the papers aren't in there.
Look anyway.
All right. See, they're not in there.
Look again.
Oh, Frank, please.
Well, I don't understand why you didn't put them in your pocket in the first place.
Well, what's the difference?
What's the difference? I'll tell you what the difference is. Every day I hear about purses being lost. But have you ever heard about a pocket being lost? Call up the police force and ask them in their whole history if they've ever had someone call up and reporting a missing pocket. What did the police say when you called them?
Well, I didn't call the police.
You didn't call the police?
I didn't think...
Claire, how could you be so careless?
It's just a bunch of old papers. You didn't tell me they were that important.
Hello, police. Give me the lost and found. What am I going to tell that tax man when he comes here tomorrow? He'll want to see every one of those papers. Hello, lost and found. I'd like to report a loss. My wife lost her purse with the year 1964 in it. The whole year. Well, how do I know what it looks like? It's an ordinary year. Starts in January and ends in December. Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Where did you lose it?
Downtown.
Downtown. Well, how do I know where downtown? This is a big city. There are lots of places to look downtown if you really want to find a lost purse. Huh? Oh, was it a small blue suede? No. Was it a big straw carry-on? No. Was it a black alligator over-the-shoulder bag? Definitely not that. Yeah, all right, thank you, I will. Wise guy.
What'd he say?
He said to call back tomorrow. I'll have a bigger selection. That's what we need on the police force, is funny cops. Did you look everywhere? Did you look in your pocket?
Yes!
Well, look again!
Fred, if it'll make you any happier, I'll put on a dress with a whole bunch of pockets.
Okay, I'm not going to get excited. I'm going to remain absolutely calm. I happen to have a plan where we'll work this whole thing out. We will reconstruct your entire day from beginning to finish. That way it'll all come back to you and you'll remember. Now, what's the first thing that you did?
Well, I did lots of things.
Well, don't tell me about it. Act it out. That way it'll come back to you.
Frank, I can't act.
Oh, you can so on. Now, what's the first thing you did today?
Well, don't hit me. The first thing I did was go to the bank.
The bank. Right. Okay, we're in the bank. I'm the bank clerk. You come into the bank.
Yes. Oh.
Good morning, Mrs. Smith.
Good morning.
Will you please wait your turn? I'm talking to Mrs. Smith. If we're going to do this thing, let's do it right. Good morning, Mrs. Jones.
Good morning.
Will you please wait your turn?
All these people!
How do I know? I'm just trying to do this thing right. Now, let's do it again and do it right. Good morning, Mrs. Barton. That's you, dummy.
Good morning. I would like to see my safe deposit box, please.
Why, certainly, Mrs. Barton. And how is your wonderful husband, Mr. Barton? Fine man.
Thank you very much. I'll just put these important papers in my purse.
Don't you think those important papers would be safer in your pocket?
He never said that.
Ellie, shut up! What happened next?
Then I went to the supermarket and I bought some vegetables.
Supermarket. Okay, here we are. We're in the supermarket. I'm the clerk. All right, Mrs. Barton, some apples, peaches, plums. That'll be 84 cents.
Oh, yes, I have the change right here in my purse.
Ah, I see you have some very important papers in your purse. Don't you think they'd be safer in your pocket? Ellie, shut up! What happened next?
Then I got on the bus.
Okay, we're on the bus. You over here. I'm on the bus. I'm the bus driver. Okay, all right. You'll step to the rear of the bus. Your fare, please, lady.
I have the exact change right here in my hand.
Lady, I see you have some very important...
I'm sorry about the purse. It was just one of those things.
Well, you should have been more careful. 3 people warned you. The banker, the grocery clerk, and the bus driver.
They never did those things. You said all those things. They never did. That's the doorbell.
I know it.
Well, get it.
Well, look in your pocket.
The doorbell's over there.
I know where the doorbell is.
Well, Mr. Barton, your wife left her
My
purse in the
purse!
store.
My papers. My papers. You found my papers.
Important papers, huh?
Important papers. You bet your sweet life they're important.
You should have kept them in your pocket.
Oh, these papers saved my life, $2,000. You're gonna get a reward, son. Yes, sir. I have something here for you right in my wallet. My wallet was...
Can't you find your wallet,
Wait,
sweetheart?
it was in my pocket.
Did you look in your pocket?
I looked in my pocket.
Maybe you should look in your purse.
In my purse?
I got shoes.
I got shoes.
All God's children got shoes. When we get to heaven, we're gonna put on our shoes. We're gonna dance all over God's heaven. Heaven. When we get to heaven, we're gonna put on our shoes. We're gonna dance all over God's heaven.
What about the people who got no shoes? What do they got? What do they got?
What about the people who got no shoes? What do they got to chase the blues? What do they got? What do they got? What do they got? Well, I'm gonna tell you, all God's children got rhythm. All God's children got sway. Maybe
glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Good night.
The Carol Burnett Show has been brought to you by the Shell Oil Company, makers of Super Shell, the gasoline for good mileage. Super Shell in the clean white pump, everywhere you see the sign.